Hey guys, how's it going today? I want to talk about a uh, something I saw online, and I'm not sure if they're still doing it or not. It's the GI Joe Transformers movie. Some people are saying that it's still going on. I haven't read it either way that it's been canceled or not. I thought I heard it was canceled, but I know the cartoon's coming, and I'm excited for the cartoon from Netflix. Um, I was wondering what you guys think the chances of it being good are. Right now, my bar is really low because of their past mistakes with G.I. Joe movies. Don't get me wrong, I actually liked the first movie, except for the whole robotic suits, the back suit, the whatever those suits were, accelerator suits. Um, I like the movie overall. And I wish that they would have continued on with Destro and the Baroness in the next movie also, but they got sidelined. Um, and they killed off like 90% of the Joes in the sequel, which was stupid. Um, I still like some of the part two. Um, I like the way Cobra Commander looked in that black uniform and the silver mask like he usually has. But I didn't like how. Oh, the movie Firefly. Firefly was awesome in it. I didn't like how they killed off the majority of the Joes. I thought that was stupid. Killing off some of them is fine for the movies, but not that many. I mean, it was dumb. It was really dumb, and I wish they would have kept alive like Duke and Flint and a couple other characters at least. Because I mean, yeah, The Rock was a big star right then, but he's just not. He's not the character you want to follow in GI Joe. Rock was not the character you want to follow. That said, I I would love them to finally get this right if it goes through. GI Joe should be a no brainer, but the problem is, do you want them to take it serious or do you want them to do cartoon adaptation? Do you want it to be cheesy? Now, for me, I want it to be serious. I love the cartoon. Don't get me wrong. The cartoon was great in the 80s. But this is not the 80s anymore. This is 2026. And I think G.I. Joe needs to be reinvented for the future of the product. Um, I think G.I. Joe is a great toy line. The classified toy line is the best toy line ever to exist, in my opinion. Then it's Marvel Legends and a couple of other ones. But because G.I. Joe has vehicles, has more accessories than anything, for the price point we get it at, I think G.I. Joe is the best toy line ever. It's even better than the Star Wars Black Series. That's an okay line, but it's nothing like the G.I. Joe. I just, I don't know why they don't use the standard size for across the entire thing. They all want 12, but they all different size there usually. Star Wars is a little bit smaller than the rest of them. Same with Power Rangers. I mean, Power Rangers is understandable when they did it because it was teenagers, it wasn't adults. But they were 18, 19, so they should have been taller. But anyways, G.I. Joe, excuse me, G.I. Joe and Marvel Legends are pretty close to the same size, so that they work well together. And I do wish Marvel Legends would get more vehicles. Um, But that's not the point of this. Uh, the G.I. Joe movie, I think, could be a phenomenal movie if done right. I think they need to get the best scriptwriter they can get, but it needs to be someone that knows the material, but someone that can elevate it for today. But I don't want it to be too cheesy, because we see what happened when they did that with He-Man in my universe. It flopped. I mean, it may be a good movie. I haven't seen it yet, and I'm still going to see it. I like the characters of my universe. I'm going to see it eventually. But it has flopped in the movie theater, which is unfortunate, because we'll probably never get a sequel to that, like the original one, unless it's like straight to video on demand. But yeah, I don't think they should do what they did with He-Man with G.I. Joe. I think they need to go the exact opposite way and take it seriously. And I think the characters have to be able to be killed off, but not every single character. Um, or not 90% of the characters. I think you need to have those Duke and Flints as leaders of the Joes. Hawk also, I think, needs to be the main leader. You need a Snake Eyes because he is a recognizable character. Scarlet Lady J, and maybe a few other characters. Alpine, Bazooka, Leatherneck, and what was the other guy's name? Not Torpedo. I forgot his name. But yeah, a couple team duets would be great. The characters you always see together, like Alpine and Bazooka. Even if those characters end up being killed off, or a character ends up being killed off in the movies, I think they need to have it a serious tone for G.I. Joe, because we're not kids anymore, and the kids aren't watching this. It would be adults watching it, and adults taking their kids to see it. Now, I'm not saying go out gory or anything, but a PG-13 movie can have a lot of action and a lot of violence in it. And I think that's what they need to do. But and I actually like the tone of the original G.I. Joe movie. There are elements of it that I could have done without. Like the soldier suits, just for instance. And unless you're doing the Energon universe as a movie, don't do Baroness as a good guy. Do Baroness as the lover of Destro, not the lover of Duke. I thought that was dumb. Baroness is a awesome femme fatale, and she needs to stay at femme fatale. But yeah, what do you guys think? Do you guys think that if the movie gets made, which I'm not 100% sure that it's going to get made, do you think that it'll be a good movie? Do you think that they can actually pull it off? Right now, with a track record, I don't think they can. Because there's nobody around in that industry that can write a good script for it that I know of. Maybe there is a script out there for it, but they need to get the characters right, and they need to they need to not make it so comedic, or so they need to make it serious. In my opinion, they need to do a serious tone on the maybe. They need to do a serious tone on the of G.I. Joe movie. I don't think a comedic version or a movie like the cartoon would work. I really don't. I think that the vehicles you can keep, you know, maybe most of them the same as the vamps. I think that they designed some new vehicles for the movie, but I don't think that they should stray too far away from the source material that makes the characters. That I think they should do more of a comic book inspired serious take on GI Joe than the cartoon version. I want to say we can't ever get Serpentor or anything like that. I've been thinking that the cartoon was cheesy, and I don't think that it was good. I love the cartoon, but even you had to admit some of the stuff back then is cheesy. But it was a part of its time, and you can't do that nowadays. You can do it with the toys, sure, but you can't do a cartoon or a movie now. It has to be updated. It has to go on to a new generation. Otherwise, it's going to fade away with our generation. I do think that updating it to a more serious tone would work great for GI Joe. But I'm not saying go super serious, blood, gore, guts. So I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying, do it serious, take the characters seriously, but don't go silly. That's all I wanted to say. I hope that if the movie gets made, that we get some awesome toys from it. It'd be kind of cool to get a new G.I. Joe movie, especially in the Energon universe. But again, I do want a 1/12 scale Transformer for G.I. Joe. A Vamp and a Stinger would be the two perfect vehicles to do a Transformer with. Swindle and Hound. Or the Art Striker, we do the Art Striker, we get Beachcomber or Bumblebee. I really don't think Bumblebee would work for that, even though they did that already. I think Beachcomber would be a better suit for the Art Striker. I think Hound would be perfect for the Vamp. Or they can do Megatron and Optimus as a Vamp and Stinger, and then do only those two. Fine if it's just one on each side, but they need representation of Transformers on both sides. But it'd be killer if they did a new Hiss that was Megatron and a new Hiss that was the Mobat or Mauler in 1/12 scale. Not the one they've already done, but a 1/12 scale. Even if they did a Hiss, it can hold two people and the rest of it can be a Transformer part. It doesn't have to open up in the back. It can be a smaller Hiss also. So, but yeah, that's my opinion. And the Mobat would be a perfect one to do Optimus Prime with. And that'd be the only way I ever buy a Mobat. But yeah, I think that they should do that personally, but I doubt it's ever gonna happen. I don't think Hasbro has the guts to do it. I do think you probably have to take a HasLab to get those off the ground, because I don't think they would sell them cheaply, even though they could. They could sell them for under $200 a piece. Doesn't need to come with a figure because it is the figure itself, and it could be a crossover for the movie. But I'm wondering, in the Energon universe, somebody help me out with the in the comments. Does the Transformers take on the vehicles of a Joe, or do they take on the original vehicles that they had before? Like Optimus Prime semi truck, or you know, something like that. But thank you all for watching. I hope you have a great day. This is Triple C. If you guys have enjoyed my content, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. And I will see you guys next time. Cobra! Bye, guys.